Form 3, Revision Worksheet Term 3, number 7. Okay, so for the first part, we need to substitute in x to be 3 and y to be 1. So, substitute x equals 3, y equal 1 into x minus y over xy. So we'll get 3 minus 1 over 3 multiplied by 1. And that will give us 2 over 3, and that will be our answer. Okay, so for this question we want to simplify. We cannot add potatoes and torchlights, so we'll put 6x plus 5x. Remember, every time we move a number, we move it with its sign. It is attached to its sign, minus 6y minus 7y. So we get 11x minus 13y, and we cannot get potato torchlights. We cannot add potatoes and torchlights. For part 2, we expand the bracket, so we multiply each thing outside the bracket into the inside. So 5 by 2x, so that gives us 10x. 5 by minus y, minus 5y. And we multiply here again, being very careful with the negative. It's very important we look out for that negative. So minus 3 by 4 is minus 12x. And minus 3 by minus 3y gives us positive 9y. Minus 3 by minus 3y, positive 9y. And we move it around with the signs. So 10x, and we bring the minus 12x. And then we have minus 5y plus 9y. Right? Remember, the numbers must move with their signs. So 10 minus 12 gives us minus 2x. And minus 5y plus 9y gives us positive 4y. And we have simplified it. Okay, so for part C of this, the very first one, we want to see how to factorize it. So we see what is common between the two. And we'll see that 5 is common and y is common. So if we divide it, we could divide by 5. We'll get y squared minus 3y. And what's common again? Y is common. So we'll get y minus 3. So we'll get 5y by y minus 3. For the part 2, we're going to look at factorizing by grouping. So we're going to look to see what's common with the first two, what's common with the next two. So what's common with the first two is m, and we're left with x minus y. The next two, we're going to take out minus n, and we're going to be left with x minus y. For those of you who like to use the division, take out mx minus my, and we will be left with x minus y. So that's how we get the first set. And then the next one, nx plus n minus nx plus ny. If we take out n, we'll be left with minus x plus y, but we need the signs to change, so we'll take out a minus 1 and we'll get x minus y, so we'll get minus n x minus y. We now see x minus y in both, so we take that out and we're left with m minus n. If you had done it and you had gotten m minus n by x minus y, same thing, both are correct. Okay, and the last part of this question, part 3, x squared minus 2x minus 15. So we have to find two magic numbers that when we multiply it, we get minus 15. 1 by minus 15, and when we add it, we're going to get minus 2. So two numbers that when we multiply it, we get minus 15, and when we add it, we get minus 2. And with some trial and error, you should have gotten minus 5 and 3, minus 5 and 3. So we get x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. What's common to the 2 here? We get x, and we're left with x minus 5. What's common with the next 2 here? We get 3, positive 3, and we get x minus 5. And we see the x minus 5 is common to both. So we'll get x minus 5 and we'll be left with x plus 3.